This other project was it's almost like I don't know what to call it actually. It's not a thriller, it's not a spy story, but it's some kind almost like a detective story in a way, because there were this gentleman in Transylvania who was a composer, and he was Jewish. And he has found out that Transylvanian Jews have some kind of musical culture left, and he was after to find this heritage, and he found it in Maramuresh, which is the northern part of Transylvania. But in the beginning, it was just rumors. He didn't know for sure if he will find anything when he gets there. But he went. It was before the 1940s, in the 1930s. He went up there to Maramuresh-sziget, and he found this Hasidic Jewish culture, and he collected, noted down, jotted down their songs. Most of the songs were related to Judaism, but there were some folk songs as well. So basically, their culture, as it was represented through these songs, and he collected these songs, but I don't think it ever got published. So I think Judit found out about it through a conversation with some other people. They just mentioned that there might be some songs there. This 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙩𝙪, I think at the time she found out was already dead, I guess, or he died afterwards or something like that. But she just heard about it and she remembered. And after a while, she started to think about this thing that it would be good to take it to the surface or somehow to find these songbooks. I think it's 4 songbooks. And she started, that's when the detective work started. She started to find out who is the inheritor of 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙯, where these books could be found. 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙯's wife was still alive at a certain point, so but she didn't know where these songbooks were. So step by step, little by little, she came closer and closer to the solution, and eventually she found her through I think it was a Romanian Securitate officer who stole or had these books. It's not quite clear how it happened, but Judit was fortunate enough to have these books for a couple of hours, and then she could make copies of it, and that's how she had these songs. The original ones, I think they're gone. Nobody knows where are they now.
Just to feel how big this work is, I can tell you something which is a parallel thing. You know, 𝙘𝙗𝙧𝙩𝙬, Hungarian composer, and Bartók Béla, also one of the most famous Hungarian composers. They had a phonograph, and they went to the countryside and they started to record folkloric music, and that's how the folkloric music got into the Hungarian culture. And it's one of the most important cultural works in Hungary at that time. And there is the Hasidic music, and it was also recorded by 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙯, but these notes were never published. So he had only his handwritings, and he didn't have phonograph, so he wrote after his ears. So he was listening to people singing Hasidic music, and he just noted down everything. And it was never published, so the Hungarian people, and I guess the Jewish community as well, didn't know very much about it. And she kind of saved this work because it was kind of on a way to perish. So
and then we had the songs, but you had to decipher these songs because they were just jotted down in enormous small booklets. And so László Berger was a very renowned Hungarian composer who did this deciphering of these songs and trying to put it back as much as we think it was sounding it in original. And for this, we gathered a group of people, a rabbi and singers and all those people who could adequately, singers who could adequately interpret these songs. And little by little, song after song, one after other one, it came to life. And Judit had the idea as well, okay, now we have the song, but now we have to show it to the people as well. So we have to put it together somehow into a performance, into a spectacle.